What's up?
We're
here at the ASL.
You always make the show better, Tasteless.
Thank you.
Don't let anyone tell you otherwise.
We're going to get questions from our interviewer as well as questions from the Frans.
The Frans.
Maybe
they're Frans too, but they're definitely
Frans. I feel like when we look at these pro gamers, I feel like they were all called to the principal's office.
Yeah.
What do you think?
For sure.
Uh-oh. That was close.
Oh, no.
I'm so bad at stuff like that. People are like, Tasteless, name 3 maps that were used 2 years ago in GSL. I'm like, oh my god. And so this time it's actually not 1 but 2 extra bases that you get, although 1 is sort of, it's like a half base.
Yeah. Well, it's got the gas, so that's basically what Zerg is looking for right there.
Some awkward mineral patches there, but
yeah,
you're not like, oh, 3 mineral patches, I want to get that. What they need is a super probe to mine from that giant mineral patch on top of that gas at the base.
Yeah.
It's like a probe the size of an ultralisk.
Oh my god.
Bringing back a crystal the size of a science vessel.
That's the scariest thing that you have
500
ever said.
minerals. Imagine that.
I will have nightmares tonight about a probe that large.
Yeah.
I imagine how hard it would be to get my factory done under those conditions. And I think he's also very much waiting.
Oh,
that's
like
a catch.
As bad as it can get, bro.
Wow.
So the Scourge have to come in at the right angle.
Oh my god. Oh my god.
Okay, Zealot Reaver drop
Scourge
here.
pop out as he comes in. It's like, oh no. Get out of there.
Oh, dude.
Oh.
Whoa. Because the shuttles are obviously just minerals.
Whoa.
Nicely done.
I mean, that's significant, but he cut a base during all this. Looks like that Reaver drop is going to go.
What if Benny gets scouts?
What if he does?
What
Well,
if he does?
I would be just tickled pink if he got scouts and then killed all the Devourers.
Would that just be amazing?
That would be amazing.
All
yes.
right.
Let's
do it, Artosis.
Yeah, let's do it. You and me. Well, Minnie has to do it, but you and me are going to do it.
But you and me are on board. If he goes for the scouts.
I'm totally down with that. And, of course, the best upgrade in the whole game, Scout Range.
Yes.
On Vision.
Oh!
That's Vision Range, everybody. You make your scouts see further, because clearly you're supposed to scout something
it's in the name.
As expensive as a capital ship.
Yes. Bro, listen, bro.
Yeah?
This is when you treat those Corsairs like they're Scourge, okay? And you got them spread out in every possible angle, okay?
Yeah.
They're flying in from over 180 degrees, hitting everywhere.
360-degree flank. There's like ones that are unburrowing. You're dropping them out of shuttles on
crazy.
top.
It's called 360 no scope Corsair.
Yeah.
That's what happens, Artosis.
It's only 3 Devourers, Tasteless. This one doesn't count.
Nope.
This one doesn't count, okay?
Dude, he's not gonna be able to get more
When things don't go my way, they don't count, Tasteless. I don't know if you know this about me.
I love that because Zerg's been doing well in this map, I'm suddenly getting, I'm justified and acting excited that a Zerg's going to lose on an island map. It's a pro. I'm like, good, now we finally know how to beat these stupid Zergs.
I like StarCraft.
StarCraft is a good game.
Yeah, StarCraft
to watch,
is pretty
it's
fun.
a good game to play.
Yeah.
It's an all-around good game.
I should go to a commercial break.
We're going to go to a commercial break. When we come back, more StarCraft. I hope they do put some of these maps on the ladder as well.
Yeah, I think they're going to.
Before some kid goes, he's just yelling at his monitor, no, Tasteless, you're wrong. You can veto it.
Yeah.
All right?
You can absolutely veto it and just play Fighting Spirit for the rest of your life.
That's right. If you want to just be so good on Fighting Spirit all day long, man, you know exactly where all your buildings go on Fighting Spirit.
Yeah.
That was the best map. There's no reason to ever change.
And then you can also complain about balance, because all you do is play one map.
Yeah, you play one map. You're like, don't you just think the Terrans get their third bases up a little bit too easy on this map? And you're like, okay. Okay, buddy. You know, they were people that were always like that. Like kids like you. You know who you are if you're watching the stream. You're getting a little bit uncomfortable. Your butt tightened a little bit. You got a little bit nervous. Ugh.
Yeah.
I don't like it that Tasteless is talking about me specifically.
It is you specifically.
It is you specifically. You're not the only one. There's a couple other ones like you.
Yeah.
I know kids like you.
You and your people.
You played only on one map. There were kids like you 18 years ago, still playing on Lost Temple.
There'll always be kids like you.
You'd load up another map, maybe an island map, Dire Straits. You'd load up an older map, Boneyard. People would say, oh, it's not Lost Temple, and leave the game.
Yeah, that's true.
Then guess what? Tournaments started coming around. They started having these different maps. Some of them were bad. Some of them, one was called Jungle Story.
So.
It was a horrible map. But whatever. You were 60-5 on Lost Temple.
Try taking your
with the
third
kids
base
who still played that map. Good for you.
Yeah.
All right. Maybe, what are you, the best bullfighter in Greenland, kid? All right. It's not an impressive feat. That's all I'm going to say.
To even throw that bullfighter in Greenland might be a little bit of an impressive.
I don't even know if they have bulls in Greenland. I don't know. I genuinely don't know. I know they're running out of ice.
I don't believe that they do. Well, they're definitely not running out of ice. Ice is melting. Greenland is not running out of ice.
Well, it's getting lower, Artosis.
Yes.
But stay on point. Stay on point, Artosis. What are we talking
Listen,
about?
when we start talking about glaciers, man, that's when I'm going to come in and fix every little thing you say. By the way, Mini's APM is wildly high. Look at that, over 400.
Yeah. I love it when it's over 400 and they're just inside their base making buildings, but
yeah, it's wild. You definitely don't need it.
People get like really excited. Look at that.
Stark has shown us you can win the OSL with 250, man.
Yeah.
It's no problem.
Yeah, no, it's actually okay to have low APM. I remember when we first started casting StarCraft 2 and we had the APM ticker, man. And sometimes people would come up to me, well-intentioned nerds, okay, fans of the game. They'd be like, why don't you guys just show the APM right at the start of the game? Because, I mean, sometimes they're going at like 500 actions per minute. I'm like, but what are they doing?
Yeah,
they're not doing anything.
They're just spamming.
Do you want me to just sit down and show you 500 actions per minute on this computer right over here? Yeah. I can do that. That's not a feat. And it's also interesting to see when some players' APM actually dips at very important moments, which does not mean that they're bad. It means they're having to do some kind of play that requires a lot of surgical precision, like Reaver dropping.
Sure.
Reaver dropping, your APM tends, besides spamming, make scarabs, tends to go down.
Really? That's interesting.
Yeah.
I didn't know that, but I could see how that could be the case. That is
well, you're just like, you have to be ready to unload at the exact moment.
Yeah, yeah.
Like and then you have to be watching and like know the right moment to right click, or you want to bait the shuttle in. It's generally not a spam fiesta.
I could definitely make Protoss jokes about that, but that's really cool, actually. That's really fascinating.
Right. I just want you guys that are watching to like me and think I'm cool. I want you guys to like me. I want you to think I'm cool, but I don't have a lot of hobbies. The Zealots.
Is that what makes people think you're cool, is having a lot of hobbies?
Yeah, man. I want to be interesting, but...
Oh, I'm the least interesting nerd in the whole world.
TV.
Yeah.
What?
Get some of these high top players.
Lightning beams.
Lightning.
Get ready for a shocking defeat.
So stupid. Oh, man.
My play is electrifying. I got nothing, man. I'm sorry. Sorry. I thought something funny was going to come, and it didn't happen.
Oh, my God. It's a moment the internet figures out Tasteless isn't funny.
Yeah. Now I've been exposed.
He's like, no, I'm Time Bones. I'm funny, I swear.
Time Bones, guys, remember me? I can meme pretty hard. I always feel like this map, it looks like a pizza that was cut into so many slices.
Yeah.
And then kind of pulled apart.
Either that or it's like the town meeting of the game Asteroid. Like all the asteroid ships came in.
Yeah, I see that.
They're all talking about whatever asteroid ships you talk about. They're like, wow, we killed all the asteroids. We're the best.
Those asteroids, you just need to watch out.
We
need to get J-Dog a new body if it is falling apart. We need to put him in we need to take his brain out and put him in Krang's robot suit. It's like just in the stomach.
Yeah.
And we just make him play from
my
there.
God.
But I mean, if he's in Krang's robot suit, Artosis, do we zoom in on the robot's face when he's playing, or on the brain and the stomach?
There's not much emotion on the robot's face, okay? He's like in the stomach of innovation.
Okay.
And then instead of taking the subway home, he takes a Technodrome home.
Yeah, there you go. Bird War is never going to go away, so we're eventually going to be 50 casting this. We'll be like, oh, good. I'm glad to see a guy who's a solid 48 who's still killing it. I was always worried that when I got to my 50s, I wouldn't be able to make it. He gives me hope.
There you go.
And, of course, there's the other question.
These young guys in their 40s, man.
These young guys. That guy's 38. Yeah. He's a kid.
These kids.
These kids.
Waving my cane at them.
That's right, man.
Like these children Protoss is 38 years old.
I know.
What are you doing?
We've got a new up-and-coming player. He's only 27, Artosis. They say he's the next Flash Last. I don't know. This is fun. I'm excited for those two Protoss players, man. I need a few more builds. So.
Oh, definitely.
I'll go with...
you need more builds for Sparkle? Here, I'll give you a build. Make Corsairs. Wow! Because you can just run past these with DTs.
Hold my beer!
Hold my beer, you're right. That is what he's like. Because he's a Protoss player dropping DTs. Well, you'd have to tech him immediately.
Oh my God!
Is Poussin a genius, Tasteless?
Yes,
That's the real question.
Yes, he is.
By Protoss standards, at least.
You hater. You know, it's worth noting, too, that Protoss don't have they don't have like a scanner, for instance. So if you could just keep scanning and just shooting down the observer, Protoss is stuck. Stuck like the little critters on that island. Oh! Oh! Oh, my God.
Jenna makes a pool on 4. I'm like, what?
That'd be so funny. Then we look down at the movie and he's making a pylon and a gateway on top of where you'd expand. Like, what?
Computers. You ever see a computer play on an island, man?
Oh, it's
They're like
hilarious.
the weirdest units when you get there.
Yeah.
It's like, oh, you didn't know it was an island computer.
Yeah. It's got one vulture and
Yeah.
one fire bat and one Goliath. And you're just like,
There's like a
what?
bunker in the middle of its base.
Ooh, there's the StarCraft CD. You know how many of those I went through growing up?
How many?
A lot.
Just one for me.
Really?
Yeah, and I memorized the CD key. I still know it.
You know what's funny is that since obviously I grew up with my brother, we have to keep moving CDs around, and we get lost somewhere. We have to install some other games. So I spent probably hundreds of dollars in StarCraft 1. Blizzard definitely got their money's worth with that.
Yeah, yeah. Well, I think you've made it back now. That dirty caster money.
I think, yeah, finally with my corrupt esports money, I'm finally back in the green here. Oh my God!
And if you clear the Corsairs,
run! This is like a horror movie. Oh, the killer is right behind us!
this is like my dreams at night.
Yeah.
Like, why am I ensnared? Oh, what a badass!
What a badass.
He just uses his name as ID, and it's so cool. Ah! Even splits perfect. All his drones go to close patches. See, nope. His SMEs are everywhere. Look at his back patches, front patches. Who knows? Everywhere. The difference already showing.
You're so funny. Because wraiths are the only thing that are really keeping C afloat here.
Afloat. Sea afloat.
Oh my gosh, I didn't even know I was doing that. Wow.
You're so fantastic.
Let's make these two Protoss players fight.
Yeah.
What do you say?
Well,
Let's make them kill each other so one doesn't advance to the round of 16. Those are the stakes I like to play at.
Well, you put them both in a room and you throw a side blade on the floor and you say, "I'll hire whoever lives."
That's right. That's right. That's what we're doing now. You're a crazy person.
I know I'm a crazy person.
I am going to get you put in a mental hospital because you're so insane for thinking that that's a good idea.
Yeah, man. Probes mine
Look at
fast.
you just changing reality right now.
I'm
You're
not
like,
changing
no,
reality.
because the Dragoons are so fast.
I'm just talking about what reality
The Dragoons
really
are so
is.
fast, they're just going to cash a shuttle. And then what, Tasteless? Now your shuttle's done. Now tell me how you're going to win the game.
Maybe they have a scout
And I'm like,
on that
oh,
side.
yeah? Well, I can play this too. I have 40 carriers. Did you know I had 40 fucking carriers?
By the way.
And like we were talking about with the Reaver play when Artosis was completely and totally misunderstanding PvP early on in this game.
Is that right? And
yes.
then they both promptly did what I said.
Yeah, yeah. Well, I already explained to you that that's because they thought they were playing against Zergs. You're really having a hard time today, Artosis.
I am having a hard time. You're right.
My name is Nick Serious Pants Plot, and joined with me is Dan. I'm always right, Simkowski. Oh, he's like nodding his head. He's like, "Yep,
Yes.
those are my minerals.
Yeah.
I'm gonna mine them. Use that money to make more workers.
Ooh, that's a good strat.
One day I'm gonna even have science vessels in this game. You just wait."
So C is going for a gas.
Yes. Yes. We love you. We'll see you in the next cast that you watch us at.
Whoa.
Bye.